anything unless you just get the big bore kit. The big bore kit's like $50 and it makes a huge difference. It basically doubles your speed on your moped.
That's what we want. We want to double the speed on the moped. Why did I get this?
Yeah. Yeah, boy. No way.
Dude, this thing started right up. Let's go. Gonna try to fix this rim real quick with a hammer and pump it up. Man, these forks are bent. What do I do about that? Nothing? I don't have any seafoam here, but I got this max boost, 30 points, 3 numbers. You're not gonna put this in and add some boost, you know what I mean? Fresh 93. Comes with the owner's manual. Pony 50. Amazing. Let's see what's in here. Got a spark plug tool, and you could probably put like a 6-pack of soda in here, and just daily this. So the fork is bent, and that's my issue here. What a unit. This thing probably gets like 60 miles per gallon. Starts right up if you do it right. How to make a scooter go faster. Easy way to make a 49cc scooter faster. Okay.
If you were looking to make your moped like a lot faster, I mean, there's really not much you can do like little stuff wise to make it a big performance. The CDI, you will not notice anything. You really won't notice anything unless you just get the big bore kit. The big bore kit's like $50 and it makes a huge difference. It basically doubles your speed on your moped.
That's what we want. We want to double the speed on the moped. Amazon 100cc big bore kit. $73. Dang, that comes with a lot of stuff.
Too slow. No, it's so slow. There's
Yes, this thing is back in the garage because if you remember, like many months ago, I sort of rebuilt this engine, put new pistons in, new rings, new head gasket, and I think I reused the rods. Yes, I reused the rods, new bearings and all that. And it finally started running decent. It actually runs and drives, you know. Well, it did until I made a bet with my wife, and I told her if she can drive it down our driveway to the bottom, go around the tree, and come back up the hill, I would give her $100. Now, she has driven my Shelby, which was a 6-speed manual in a parking lot, and she did okay. In this case, she sort of stalled out at the bottom of the hill, I guess, and she was down there for like 15 minutes probably. Made it back up the hill, came back in the driveway, so technically I owe her $100. Now, the car doesn't drive anymore. It has like one gear maybe, and it's like third probably. So no reverse, nothing else except third gear. And at first I thought it might be the cables, the shift cables, which is a common problem. And this is a new cable here. And so the cable was damaged, but that wasn't the main thing. I think the transmission somehow failed internally. Not gonna take this apart because, as everybody knows, the 5-speed manuals or 6-speed manuals, they're cheaper than actual automatics. So I just picked this thing up locally for $200 or so, and this thing looks like it's brand new. It came from a junkyard, but this thing looks brand new. It actually has like a new bearing in here, and it looks pretty good. This is a 2003. The car is a 2000. Hopefully it's gonna fit. It looks about the same, weighs nothing. I was just able to carry this thing, you know, without any kind of dollies. So I already started taking this apart yesterday. I didn't want to continue because I wanted to make sure that I can actually get my hands on that transmission, and it looks the same. The part number slightly doesn't match, but I think my last two letters are DD, and this one is actually DE, and I'm pretty sure it's the same. It definitely looks the same, so it better work. So I'm gonna throw this in, and hopefully this thing will be back to life. Alright, well, the transmission is out. The clutch looks really good still. Looks like someone just recently replaced it. I did end up breaking one of the studs on the cat, which I'll have to drill out and replace. No big deal. But I do see a difference in the transmissions, even though the last letter is different. They're supposed to be interchangeable. The housing itself looks good, but as you can see, this pan and this pan, this one sticks out more. I don't know if that's going to be an issue. I don't think it is, because it seems like there's plenty of room this way in the car, but everything else looks pretty much the same. So hopefully it's going to be all right. But definitely this one looks like it's got very low miles. They weren't able to tell me the mileage because this thing sat on the shelf for forever. But everything shifts, and basically this bearing right here looks new. I'll just have to clean it up and re-grease it probably. Before I reinstall that, I've got to swap over the new cables, and it's kind of a pain because all of this has got to come apart, and in order for me to get to them, so I'll have to look into that. The plan is to get this thing reassembled in the next day or so. It's obviously late today, but I'll try to get to it in the next few days and get it knocked out so I can get this thing out of the garage and see how this engine lasts, because I mean, I'd probably put a couple hundred miles on this thing with the new pistons and all that. Alright, so the transmission's in, and I think I figured out the cause of the transmission fail. I looked at the fluid again that came out of the old transmission, and it just looks like ATF. I think someone just put ATF in there, which is automatic transmission fluid, instead of the gear oil, and that probably damaged the gears inside, and that's why it got stuck. So only one gear worked or something like that. But at this point, everything's assembled except the interior, because I want to go ahead and clean this car up inside. At this point, I just want to see if it drives. Here's the old cables. The old cables were kind of melted. That was another problem, and because they were close to the exhaust, which all got rerouted properly. So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if it starts and if it drives. A little bit of squeaking going on and some smoke because of the fluids being spilled everywhere and the exhaust and stuff like that. But it runs, every gear works, including reverse, and I guess it's safe to assume that it's all fixed. This car has 146,000 miles on it, and if it wasn't squealing right now, you could hear that slight knock, because I rebuilt this engine, so that's probably why it's knocking. I feel like it did knock at first, and then this knock came back at some point, so it is what it is. I'm just gonna have some fun with this car, I guess.